Did you know that one small handful of nuts a day could be the difference between thriving in your 50s and beyond, or silently feeding health risks you don't even see coming? After 50, our bodies speak a different language, and food becomes more than just fuel. It becomes medicine, protection, and power. Today, we're going to uncover the truth about nuts. Which four are your best allies for strength, energy, and longevity, and which four could actually be holding you back? If you're serious about living healthier, sharper, and stronger after 50, this is one small change with a big impact. After the age of 50, our bodies go through a number of natural changes that directly impact how we process food and absorb nutrients. What worked for us in our 20s and 30s might not be as effective or beneficial in our later years. This period of life is often marked by a slower metabolism, reduced muscle mass, and an increased risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and certain forms of cancer. These shifts demand a more careful and thoughtful approach to nutrition, making it essential to focus on foods that provide the highest nutritional value in the smallest portions. That's where nuts come into the picture. But not just any nuts. For seniors, choosing the right kind of nuts can support long-term health, while the wrong ones could potentially cause harm. At this stage in life, the body requires fewer calories than it did in earlier decades, but the need for nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, protein, fiber, and healthy fats remains just as high, if not higher. This means that every bite should count. The concept of nutrient density becomes crucial. Nutrient-dense foods deliver the most vitamins and minerals with the least amount of added sugars, unhealthy fats, and empty calories. Nuts, in their natural form, are excellent examples of nutrient-dense foods. They are packed with heart-healthy fats, plant-based protein, fiber, and key micronutrients like magnesium, potassium, zinc, and vitamin E. But they also come with calories, so moderation becomes the key. After 50, bone density begins to decrease and the risk of fractures increases, especially for postmenopausal women. Calcium and vitamin D are often emphasized for bone health, but magnesium also plays a major role, and it's found abundantly in nuts like almonds and cashews. Additionally, many seniors face cognitive decline or memory issues. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain health and may help reduce inflammation in the brain, potentially lowering the risk of age cognitive decline. This is a clear example of how food choices can influence not just energy levels and weight, but also quality of life and independence. Another important concern after 50 is heart health. Arteries may begin to stiffen and cholesterol levels can rise, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease. Incorporating nuts, like pistachios and almonds, both of which have been shown to help lower LDL cholesterol, can make a measurable difference. The unsaturated fats found in these nuts help maintain the elasticity of blood vessels and reduce the buildup of plaque. Fiber, also found in many nuts, supports digestion and helps manage blood sugar levels, a crucial factor for people managing or trying to prevent diabetes. Digestive health is another area where seniors need extra support. As we age, our digestive systems tend to slow down, and constipation can become more common. Nuts that are high in fiber, such as almonds and pistachios, help promote regular bowel movements and contribute to a healthy gut microbiome. A well-functioning gut is linked not just to digestion, but also to immunity and mental well-being. On top of all this, energy levels often decline after 50, but most seniors want to maintain active, independent lifestyles. The protein and healthy fats in nuts provide lasting energy and help keep seniors full between meals, which can prevent unnecessary snacking on less nutritious foods. They are portable, easy to eat, and require no preparation, making them a practical choice for those who may not have the time, strength, or desire to cook elaborate meals. However, Not all nuts are created equal, and individual health conditions must always be considered. Seniors who are on blood thinners, for example, may need to moderate their intake of vitamin K-rich foods. Others with kidney problems might have to watch their intake of potassium or phosphorus, which are present in some nuts. Therefore, while nuts can be incredibly beneficial, they should be chosen carefully, keeping in mind personal health goals, medical conditions, and dietary restrictions. When it comes to improving health after 50, choosing the right types of nuts can make a meaningful difference. Not all nuts offer the same benefits, but there are a few that truly stand out as superfoods for seniors. These nuts can support everything from heart and brain function to bone health and immune defense. Among the top choices are almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts. These 4 varieties are not just tasty and easy to incorporate into meals or snacks. They're also loaded with nutrients that directly support the needs of aging bodies. Almonds are often considered one of the most well-rounded nuts for overall health. For seniors, they are especially helpful because they support strong bones and healthy skin. Almonds are a rich source of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, all essential for maintaining bone density. As people age, bones tend to become more brittle, increasing the risk of fractures. Almonds can provide a nutritional boost to help prevent bone loss. They also contain a significant amount of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage and supports skin health, which becomes increasingly important with age. The healthy fats in almonds also support cardiovascular health and help lower bad cholesterol levels, especially when used as a substitute for unhealthy snacks. Walnuts, on the other hand, are best known for their brain-boosting abilities. As we grow older, memory and cognitive function often decline. Walnuts are rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, particularly alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which helps reduce inflammation in the brain and supports cognitive function. Several studies have shown that regular walnut consumption is associated with improved memory, focus, and even mood stability. Beyond the brain, walnuts are also excellent for the heart. They help lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve overall blood vessel function, which is crucial for preventing strokes and heart attacks in older adults. Pistachios are another fantastic nut for people over 50. They are among the lowest calorie nuts but are incredibly rich in nutrients, especially antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds play a vital role in maintaining eye health, helping to prevent age macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. In addition, pistachios contain fiber, protein, and heart-healthy fats that help regulate cholesterol levels and blood sugar. They also provide a good dose of potassium, which is important for maintaining healthy blood pressure levels and supporting muscle function. For seniors trying to manage their weight, pistachios can be an ideal snack because they are satisfying and take time to eat, especially when consumed in their shells. Brazil nuts may not be as commonly eaten as almonds or walnuts, but they deserve attention, especially for seniors. These nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in thyroid function, immune system support, and protection against oxidative stress. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts per day can meet the daily selenium requirement for most adults. This is particularly beneficial for older adults whose thyroid function may begin to slow down. Selenium is also important in reducing the risk of cognitive decline and certain forms of cancer. However, because Brazil nuts are so high in selenium, it's important not to overconsume them. Just a small amount is enough to provide benefits without risk. Together, these 4 nuts offer a broad range of health benefits that support key systems in the aging body, from bone strength and cognitive clarity to heart protection and immune health. They are easy to include in the diet, whether sprinkled on oatmeal, blended into smoothies, added to salads, or simply eaten as a midday snack. When chosen carefully and eaten in moderation, these nuts provide the body with a steady source of energy, essential nutrients, and protective compounds that can help seniors thrive and stay active well into their later years. While many nuts are celebrated for their health benefits, not all are ideal for people over the age of 50. Some may seem harmless, but can actually pose health risks for seniors due to added ingredients, high fat content, or how easily they can be overeaten. It's important for seniors to not only focus on which nuts to include in their diets, but also to be cautious about the types that should be limited or avoided. Among the riskier choices are salted or roasted peanuts, candied nuts, macadamia nuts in large amounts, and mixed nuts that contain hydrogenated oils. Though these might be delicious and popular, they can undermine the health goals of aging adults if not managed properly. Salted or oil-roasted peanuts are one of the most widely consumed nuts, especially because they are inexpensive and readily available. However, they are often roasted in unhealthy oils and heavily salted, making them a poor choice for seniors, especially those with high blood pressure or heart disease. Excess sodium can cause water retention, raise blood pressure, and increase the risk of stroke and heart attacks, all of which are major health concerns after 50. Moreover, oil roasting can reduce the natural nutritional value of peanuts, adding unnecessary trans fats and calories that do more harm than good. For those who love peanuts, choosing dry, roasted, unsalted varieties in small portions is a much safer option. Candied or sugar-coated nuts may look appealing and taste like a treat, but they carry hidden dangers, particularly for seniors managing diabetes or trying to control their weight. These nuts are often coated in sugar, honey, or syrup, and sometimes even flavored with caramel, chocolate, or cinnamon sugar. While they may start off as healthy nuts, the added sugars turn them into dessert-like items that can quickly spike blood glucose levels for seniors, especially those dealing with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. This can lead to dangerous fluctuations in blood sugar. In the long term, regularly consuming these sugary snacks increases the risk of weight gain, metabolic disorders, and tooth decay, all of which can contribute to a decline in overall health. Macadamia nuts, while naturally rich in healthy fats, are extremely calorie-dense and very easy to overeat. Their smooth texture and buttery flavor make them hard to resist, but portion control is critical. For seniors with slower metabolisms and reduced calorie needs, just a small handful of macadamia nuts can deliver a large number of calories and fat grams. While the fat is primarily monounsaturated and heart-friendly, the quantity can be excessive if not monitored. A BMF corn is a snippet and 1 fat gram. Eating large amounts on a regular basis can lead to weight gain, which places added stress on the joints, heart, and other organs, issues that become more serious as we age. Mixed nuts that include hydrogenated oils are another type that seniors should avoid. These oils are added during the roasting process to extend shelf life and improve texture, but they often contain trans fats. Even small amounts of trans fats can increase bad cholesterol, LDL, lower good cholesterol, HDL, and promote inflammation in the body, a serious concern for older adults already facing risks of cardiovascular disease, arthritis, or other inflammatory conditions. These unhealthy fats are particularly harmful for people over 50 who may already have underlying conditions or a family history of heart problems. The bottom line is that while nuts can be an excellent addition to a senior's diet, they should be chosen with care. Always read the label to check for added sugars, sodium, and unhealthy oils. The simpler and more natural the nut, the better. Choosing raw or dry roasted unsalted varieties in controlled portions helps ensure that the health benefits of nuts are maximized without inviting unnecessary risks. Awareness of these potential dangers allows older adults to make informed choices that support longevity, vitality, and overall well-being. For people over the age of 50, nuts can be a highly beneficial addition to their daily diet, but it's important to understand how to consume them properly. Simply eating nuts without considering portion size, preparation methods, and how they interact with individual health conditions can lead to unintended health problems. That's why practical tips are essential for seniors who want to enjoy the benefits of nuts while avoiding common pitfalls. Moderation, preparation, pairing, and personalization are all key strategies for making nuts a safe and healthy part of senior nutrition. One of the most important considerations for seniors is portion control. While nuts are packed with healthy fats, protein, and fiber, they are also very calorie-dense. Eating too many at once can easily lead to weight gain, especially in older adults whose metabolism has slowed down with age. A typical serving size is a small handful, which equals about 1 ounce or 28 grams. Roughly 20 to 24 almonds, 14 walnut halves, or 49 pistachios. This small amount is enough to provide a nutritional boost without contributing to excess calorie intake. Pre-measuring servings or using small containers can help prevent mindless snacking, which is especially helpful for those watching their weight or blood sugar levels. Another helpful strategy is choosing the right type of nuts, specifically raw or dry roasted varieties without added ingredients. Many packaged nuts are loaded with salt, sugar, or unhealthy oils that can negate their benefits. For example, dry roasted almonds or raw walnuts offer all the healthful nutrients without the added sodium or artificial flavors found in flavored snack nuts. Seniors with high blood pressure or heart conditions should be especially cautious about sodium intake. Unsalted varieties are the best choice and can be flavored naturally at home with a sprinkle of cinnamon, turmeric, or black pepper for added taste and health benefits. Combining nuts with other healthy foods is another excellent way for seniors to improve the nutritional value of their meals and snacks. Nuts can be added to oatmeal, yogurt, or salads to provide texture, flavor, and long-lasting energy. For example, adding a few crushed almonds to a bowl of oatmeal in the morning not only boosts protein and healthy fat content, but also makes the meal more filling, helping to control hunger throughout the day. Pairing nuts with fiber-rich fruits like apples or berries can create a balanced snack that keeps blood sugar stable and supports digestive health. This is particularly important for older adults managing diabetes, high cholesterol, or digestive issues. It's also vital for seniors to pay attention to any allergies or digestive problems. Some individuals develop new food sensitivities as they age, including sensitivities to certain nuts. If eating nuts causes discomfort, bloating, or allergic reactions like itching or swelling, it's essential to stop consuming them and consult a healthcare provider. Additionally, certain medications can interact with the nutrients found in nuts. For example, vitamin K, found in pistachios and cashews, can interfere with blood thinners like warfarin. In such cases, moderation and medical advice are key. Keeping a food diary can also help identify which nuts work best with one's health condition and medication routine. Seniors should also be mindful of dental health. Some nuts are very hard and can be difficult to chew, especially for those with dentures, crowns, or weakened teeth. In such cases, opting for softer nuts, like walnuts or soaking almonds overnight to soften them, can make them easier to eat. Nut butters, such as almond or peanut butter with no added sugar or hydrogenated oils, are also excellent alternatives that provide the same nutrients in a more digestible form. These can be spread on whole grain toast, added to smoothies, or paired with fruit slices for a satisfying and nutritious snack. Finally, incorporating nuts into a routine should be done gradually. Start with small amounts and monitor how the body responds. Over time, nuts can become a valuable, tasty, and easy part of a healthy lifestyle after 50, supporting heart health, brain function, bone strength, and overall energy. Making smart, informed choices about how and when to eat them is the key to gaining all their benefits without the risks. In conclusion, thriving after 50 means making smart, nourishing choices. And nuts, when selected and consumed wisely, can play a powerful role in that journey. By embracing superfood options like almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, seniors can support their heart, brain, bones, and overall vitality. At the same time, It's just as important to avoid risky picks like salted peanuts, candied nuts, and those roasted in unhealthy oils, which can silently sabotage health goals. With thoughtful portion control, careful preparation, and an awareness of personal health conditions, nuts can be a simple yet impactful addition to a senior's daily routine. It's never too late to fuel your body with the right nutrients. And with the right choices, you can continue to feel strong, sharp, and full of life well beyond 50.